Typical day at the U of A for me is up at 5:30. I'm in the pool by 6 o'clock. Best part about swimming here at the U of A is you get to watch the sunrise. I'm in class all afternoon for 3 or 4 hours, back in the pool from 2 to 4:30. After that, I can take a deep breath and my day is over and I can go home, get some food, do my homework, and pretty much repeat it the next morning. I'm in bed by 9:30, and it's not this glamorous lifestyle, but it's your typical day for a student athlete. That was a hard challenge for me to pick one school that I was gonna spend the next 4 years of my life, and I made a list of kind of my 3 top priorities, and first of all, I wanted strong academics. I wanted a place with lots of options. Second of all, I wanted a family environment. I wanted to be a place where I fit in and people cared about me as a person, not just as a student and not just as an athlete. And third of all, look at this weather. I'm blue skies year-round, surrounded by palm trees. I can be outdoors and hiking, don't have to worry about the snow and the rain. And it's just an awesome place to be. It's my second home. I'm so glad that I chose to come here.
I'm a work-study student here at the Office of Student Financial Aid. It's a really great job actually to have because I have a really flexible schedule with my classes. Basically what I do is customer service. I answer phones, answer emails, and work with students in person. It's definitely really great to be able to put something on your resume that you've had a job throughout college and you weren't just going to class and sleeping in all day. So it's nice to have the real-world experience.
As a student researcher at the U of A, I'm hardly unique. In fact, the majority of students in the College of Science actually do independent research with a faculty member before they graduate. The research I'm doing has to do with the interface between human cells and infectious bacteria. I'm only a sophomore, and this is actually the second laboratory I've worked in. I'd really like to work at the cutting edge of infectious disease research, and at U of A I'm already getting a head start on doing that. So the opportunities here are very extensive, and if you're interested in biological research, there's definitely a way for you to get involved.
Mount Lemmon is only about 30 minutes from U of A campus, and it's a place where world-class athletes come to train. You can train on the same mountain that Lance Armstrong trains on, have 5,000 feet of climbing. It's a 26-mile climb overall, and people from all over the world come here to train just because of this mountain. You can just leave campus and find the wilderness, and that's really what I like about Tucson.
Mount Lemmon is one of the most ridiculously hard mountains to ride up. It's a really sweet ride, and going back down is like a blast.
I'm from Wisconsin. Tucson is insanely different. I just talked to my parents the other day and they said they got 70 degrees for the first time in 6 months. Here it's 70 degrees in the dead of winter.
I'm an exchange student from Sweden, and to be able to train with Tri-Cats all throughout the winter, we're doing mountain rides in January, has been awesome.
I've just really had to learn how to fit in that 15 to 20 hours worth of training every week, and it's been great. And there's still time to be social. It's an awesome group of people to hang out with outside of school.
I managed to balance everything at the U of A. Tri-Cats actually helps me do that. I have a whole schedule that I stick to, and if I get off, I know it, and I want to be able to make it to those practices. So I do my work and get it done. My GPA was actually better last semester joining Tri-Cats. I'm brand new. Did like 9 races this semester and still keeping my scholarship.
We're just like a big happy family that just works hard and plays hard.
One of the unique opportunities for students who are interested in the Blue Chip program is to be involved in the Pima Blue Chip Leadership Lodge, which is a program where we do leadership enhanced programming in the residence hall. You get a chance to live with other Blue Chip students. Students can get involved with what's going on with immigration, serving the homeless. Students can do tons of environmental projects. We want to let every student that comes to the University of Arizona know that they have the potential and the power to change the world.
This is the Earth Day celebration and sustainability fair. It's to bring the U of A campus together with the Tucson community and help everyone learn about initiatives towards sustainability. Sustainability is being mindful of the resources that we are using and the impact that we are having. on our world around us. It means conserving what resources we have so we can use them longer, so other generations can use them longer. And why is that important here in Arizona? Water is a huge reason why. So you can learn about rainwater harvesting and ways to conserve and be sustainable.
The thing I like most about Posada San Pedro is lots of study rooms on every floor, and it's always a little quieter.
Besides the fact that we get all the benefits as an honors student, we're not completely separate from other students, which was a really big fear of mine. You're still part of the regular lecture, so you get to meet tons of other people.
And the class sizes are great. I actually had a 9-person class, and my professor was the dean of the honors college. I'm actually a dual major in Spanish and Portuguese, and the reason why I wanted to do that is because I'm really passionate about advocating for the growing Latino market in business.
Innovation Day is part of the McGuire Entrepreneurship Program at Eller College of Management, and so it's been a great thing for all the companies here to really display what we've been working on for 9 months. I had this idea 2.5 years ago, and I found the entrepreneurship program, and I was like, all right, that's perfect. It's going to teach me how to do this. So what we did today is we wanted to give you an idea of what our store is going to look like. We walk around with these shirts on today, and people were like, what is this? And so that's been a great part of our branding, our marketing.
Our mentors, our teachers, are people who have been developing businesses for years and years and have just given us a wealth of information to work with. It just allows you just to learn so much.
And I think that's the big difference between a class where you go to a lecture, read a book, you take a test, and actually being involved in this kind of in-depth way, which is, I loved it. It was very, very exciting.
I would have never been in the spot I am today if I tried it on my own, because the entrepreneurship program helps you step by step, and it's just been a great experience to go from my idea 2.5 years ago to the actual products, and that's what they do for you.
Tony and Sam from the professional fairs. I have 6 editions of Afro-Exactly. It's a T-test, just where you have, big Girl Scout pig, exactly. Totally.
Ready?
I don't even know.
Okay. Tear down Arizona, tear down red and blue. Tear down Arizona, get 'em hard, let 'em know who's who. Tear down Arizona, tear down red and blue. Go, go, Wildcats go, Arizona, tear down. And if you want a more professional rendition, it plays from the clock tower every day at noon.
The Zona Zoo are a bunch of animals. This is about 2 hours before game time, and if you want to be close to the action, you got to get here and get up front in line. So you get the guys that paint themselves and they make the signs because we got to mess up the other team, It's Pac-10 basketball.
We decided that if we're going to win this game, we need these to distract them on their free throws. And when they go to the free throw line, the only thing they're going to see when they look up at the basket are these spinning.
These fishbowl study rooms can be used such a great multitude of ways. So we were studying chemistry and we just littered these walls with, organic chemistry reactions. And, we can get a big group in a room like this and everybody can really get fully immersed in that.
This is a more quiet environment, so you can come here and really focus since you are with a group of people all working on the same thing.
This is where the real studying happens.
ASUA works with different programs and services to represent students' needs on campus.
And we work day in, day out with all those 500 clubs and organizations.
ASUA serves the student body by providing programs and services that address issues of diversity, social justice, health, violence prevention, and safety on campus.
The student government here is extremely unique in the fact that our student voice is heard not only for the students, but across the administration, the state level, the governor's level, in order to really improve the lives of students. There's no student's voice that's silenced and people listen and change is made.
trumpet, and this is what I used to use in my group. I just decided to put an A on it and represent for Arizona, you know, give a little spice and flavor to the crowd.
My wife and I were hired as grandma and grandpa, and these are our kids. They're our kids. So when I talk to them, I talk to them like they were my son or my daughter, and I give them hugs and handshakes. Love them to death. Ask them, what's my name? Ask them.
Hey, what's this guy's name?
Yeah! See? They're my kids.
It gets really crazy when it's a big game like this. I mean, everyone's all together, the student section's out there just cheering, everyone's just loud. I mean, all the rest of the crowd gets into it, the student section's just going crazy, jumping up, screaming, chanting with us, everything. We have the best band in America. No other school has this band. Woo! We love it! It's amazing!
Good one.
The university's focus on teaching alongside of research, I think, is pretty unique. A lot of our faculty members are all looking constantly for students to work in their research projects. And so if a student chooses to get involved, the opportunity is there waiting for them.
I've been able to form some really good bonds with some professors, and in particular, there's one that offered to supervise me for my own independent study.
A lot of the faculty who you don't even have classes with are willing to work with you on different projects and different club interests that you have, and that's been huge for me.
It's really easy to come from out of state or even out of town and really feel at home with other people that know where you're coming from, and it's just been a really positive experience overall for me.
Our Aboriginal footprints manifest their own destiny, no matter how many times our worlds are declared new.
To accept the Earth's authentic beauty, the surviving peoples of this continent willingly give birth to you. Because sometimes you need company and no one wants to be alone.
Our footprints ring circles of migrations, of seasons, vibrating with simple resonance and the harmony of balance. We discover annually as we return again and again to our original home.
University Boulevard is only like 2 minutes away from campus.
It's especially nice because it has a lot of places for women to shop, Pitaya, Urban Outfitters. It's really close because you don't even need a car to get there, but you have a lot of options of places to shop.
Restaurants are fantastic too. They've got Chipotle, Gentle Ben's, Frog and Firkin. Jimmy John's is open until 3 o'clock in the morning, which I hit up every night. You know, Gentle Ben's especially was probably the selling point for me. I ate there my first day when I came down here for a tour. I was only a junior in high school and practically live there now. After the games, we come down here and have some pizza.
I mean, it's a totally different culture, totally different climate.
You know, when I was little, I always loved space and
kind of had the dream of being an astronaut one day or working with space, and I'm now working on a real Mars NASA mission, and I love it. I was able to be on a team that built the camera that's sitting on top of this lander now. If I were to go to any other university, it'd be hard to find an opportunity like this. We all put in numerous hours and sacrifice for what we really love. So tonight, I worked till 4 a.m., but that's okay, it's just one shift, and have my classes tomorrow and just get up and go. So this is what I love. Just having this opportunity to work on this project like this is just amazing.
Sometimes the late nights are great because you reach a certain point where you just give up on the idea of sleep, and you know that you're going to be there with a dozen other people building models, drawing drawings, and taking breaks to do things that are crazy, like dancing on your drafting table.
The great thing about studio culture is you form great friendships. These are my two best friends right here, and we started out freshman year and we're still going strong.
Well, for me, architecture is a passion, and I don't know, I really like what I do, and even though it's a lot of work, it's always nice to see what your end product turns out to be.
I'm constantly building things. I'm not just studying out of a book all the time. I'm actually doing things, and I'm building things, and it's very hands-on.
You don't do the same thing every day. I can't imagine sitting in a cubicle for the rest of my life.
When you join architecture, you kind of join a family. You start to live here. Really, you put yourself into it. And it's less going to school, it's more living life.